What's up, everyone? Rob here with Killer Outdoors. I just want to take you guys through my Humminbird, my Helix 9 Gen 3 settings real quick, and this will be the settings for my side imaging, down imaging, and my 2D. So I do show my Mega Live on here. I do show my Mega 360. I show you the interference or problem I'm having with the two. If you guys have any idea, let me know. I heard they're on the same frequency and there's a way to change frequency. If anyone knows how to do that, please leave it in the comments below, because I'm struggling right now. I got to pick which one I want to shoot, which one I want to run. So quick note in the video, when I'm talking about my Mega Down imaging, I throw out the wrong numbers. I usually have a cheat sheet, which I'm going to pop up now so you guys can see. I'll leave this up for 10 seconds or so at the beginning and end of the video. That way you can screenshot it if you like it. I was fishing stained water, which is, to me, stained water is 2 to 3 feet of visibility. And you'll see my cheat sheet has kind of a flow chart of everything I go through. And these are my starting points, guys. Remember, if you have an algae bloom, insect hatch, flooded, you're going to have to really play with your settings to get a better picture on that day. So these are my starting points. Feel free to adjust however you guys want, but I just wanted to show you guys my settings since I showed you guys how to restore factory default when I updated them. And yeah, hope you guys like this. While we're out here today, I just wanted to go through my settings real quick for you guys. And you guys see me update my units a few days ago. So, of course, it sent me back to factory defaults. I'm just going to go through my settings real quick for my 2D, my down imaging, and my side imaging. And then I'll show you my Mega 360, show you some of the problems I'm having with my Mega Live. So, first thing you want to do if you're in default settings is you want to go to your setup. You want to go down to your user mode, and you want to turn that from angler, which is what it starts at, to custom. So that opens up menus and things that'll help you tune your units better. Next thing you want to do is you want to go over to your Sonar. You want to make sure your down imaging, your side imaging, and you are on Mega Chirp. And you want to make sure you're on clear mode. Surface clutter I've turned down to 1. Anything else in there I touched? I don't think so. Noise filter I have on 1 as well. And that's it for your advanced menu. So then as you go into each of your menus, each of your views, you're going to have a different menu. So and I'll go through my views real quick. So I have 2D, down imaging, my side imaging, have my live on this one. Then I have my down imaging and side imaging, down imaging and 2D next to each other as my views. I have my map, of course, and I have my map with the 2D. And then I have my system status and my accessories, just so I can watch when the 360 connects, or not the 360, the live. So that's the only views I have selected. I'll show you that. To get the views real quick, you just go to the eyeball in your advanced menu after double clicking. You can see I've hidden a lot, and then I just leave those ones visible because they're the ones I really use. So now 2D, you hit menu and it gives you your sensitivity and everything. I usually keep my chart speed on 3 or 4. I'm trolling motor only, so I go slower. I keep it on 3. So for stained water like I have today, I have my sensitivity to 17, my contrast to 20. So I never touch my contrast on my 2D. I put it at 20, I leave it at 20. Big thing is your lower range. I like to set it 5 to 10 feet deeper than I'm fishing. So that's the one thing you do have to play with every time, in my opinion, is the lower range. And you can leave it on auto if you want, but setting the lower range 5 to 10 feet below will help you keep things in how do I want to say this? I don't know how I want to say this. It'll help you identify things as the proper size. So yeah, I'm a fisherman. I'm not educated. So sensitivity for stained water like I have today, I'd go around 17. If it was a dirtier water, I'd probably push it up to 18. If it's clearer water, I'm coming down as low as 15. and like I said, you can always play with that to get the return you want. So that's it for my 2D. For my down imaging, so when you go into down imaging, sharpness I keep on low, upper range 0 for everything. Lower range I set, again like I said, 5 to 10 feet lower than you plan on fishing. I keep that chart speed at 3. You can play with your palettes. I like this palette, and I do put my dynamic contrast for my down imaging on, so you can turn that off if it'll give you a little brighter return. I like it on because it'll make things pop. And the big thing, sensitivity and contrast. So my sensitivity I usually keep between 5 and 8 on this. Like I said, staying water I usually start around 7. Contrast I keep between 8 and 11. So staying water usually 10. So you can see that's what I'm looking at with staying water today. And it's hard to tell because I'm just sitting here spot locked and in pretty shallow water, but that's where I usually keep my down imaging at. And then we'll go to the side imaging, which I'm sitting still. It's going to look pretty cluttered right now. So right now sensitivity is a 9, contrast is at 11, and that's for the water. I don't turn the sharpness on this. So I like to keep mine around 80 feet as my side imaging range. That to me is the best of both worlds. If you want to see fish, or if you're trying to see fish, take it down to a 60-ish. If you're looking just strictly for structure, you can go out to 100-ish. 80 is the best of both worlds for me, so that's usually where I keep it. Chart speed 3. And I do turn the dynamic contrast on this as well. And again, that just makes things pop better to me when I'm moving. I like color palette too. I usually stick with color palette too. And then while I'm here, I'll show you the live. So right now, and on my live set on full, we're at 30 degrees. I got it on a sensitivity of 10, a contrast of 13. I got my dynamic contrast on low right now. $80 feet out, and then I keep playing with this range, kind of dropping the range about 5 feet below what I'm fishing. Got a color palette 3, persistence off, and that's pretty much where I'm at with my live right now. So it's still a work in progress. I've seen some fish, seen some bait balls on it. It's pretty windy, so I haven't got to use it much today. And then my 360, turn her back on. So with my 360, I keep my 360 pretty close to where I keep my side imaging. Sharpness on low, I go out about 80 feet, so each ring is about 20 feet for me. Dynamic contrast I keep on. And I keep it on a 3. I will use this, the display, if I want a little better picture. If I'm just looking off the front of the boat at some structure, I will knock that to front a lot. As you can see, it'll zoom in a little better on the front. If I'm just panning around, I'll keep it on 360. And same thing as with the side imaging on this one. So sensitivity around a 9, contrast around 11. I usually mimic my side imaging with my 360, then I'll tune it a little bit based on that. I'll go as low as 7 if the water's clear on sensitivity, and contrast down to probably an 8 or a 9 if it's clear. So if you guys remember, that's my settings pretty much in a nutshell for my different settings. You guys remember how I was saying the 360 gives the live the waves? Well, there they are right there. So you seen how earlier my live was completely cleared, and now I turn my 360 on, I'm getting the waves. Let me kill the 360 and you'll see how fast it goes by. So 360 is off, clears up instantly. So yeah, that's the issue I was complaining about with the live. So like I said, more troubleshooting to come, more conversations with Humminbird. I don't know if it's a me issue or a them issue yet. So thank you guys for watching, and